foundation, I'm gonna start off with this new foundation from Nars I just bought, the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation in the shade Syracuse, which is what I always use. And it's kind of liquidy, so I'm gonna use a brush to apply it today. This is the Morphe E26 brush. Okay, so like always, I'm going to move on to the eyes and then finish the skin later. I just ordered these two palettes from Morphe. This is the Dare to Create 39A palette, which looks like this. Beautiful colors. And I bought this Morphe 35B, which is just a palette full of bright colors. So I'm gonna try and use these two palettes today. I don't even know what type of look I'm going for, but I bought this NYX pigment in number 3, and it's just like a beautiful teal color. It's just really beautiful. So I'm trying to use that pigment today, so I'm probably gonna do like a greenish type of look, but let's see. Starting off with the 35A palette, I'm going to take this peachy shade right here in the middle, and I'm going to use that as my transitioning shade. Actually, let me prime my eyelids first. Because we're working with such bright colors, I want a really clear base. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. So I put the base on. I just zoomed you guys in so you could really see. It's about to go down. I'm taking a Morphe G24 brush, and I'm gonna blend this transition shade. And the look I'm going for is gonna be kind of dramatic, so I'm really gonna blend out this orange shade pretty far. Alright, so when I get the pigmentation I like, I'm gonna grab another brush. I'm going to take this Delium Tools 776 brush, and I'm just going to blend that edge. See that harsh edge? We don't like that, so I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so now using the same brush, I'm just going to flick the eyeshadow off, so it's like semi-clean. I'm going to pick up from the same palette the shade right above the shade we just used, this reddish color. And I'm gonna put that in the crease. Still kind of blended out, but just not as far up as the shadow. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in. I'm debating if I should go straight in with this blue or go to a dark purple, brown. I think I'm gonna go right in with this blue shade right here, and if it's not starting to look good, I'm going to then mix in some of that darker shade. But I'm gonna go in with this blue. Start deepening up the crease. The brush I'm using is a Sigma E45 brush. And then I'm going to take that Morphe brush again and that reddish shade to blend the edge. Actually, I'm going to grab a smaller brush because that brush is kind of a little too big for what I need to be done there. I'm going to take this brush. I don't even know what the name is. I'm not even going to try. Alright, so after years of blending, I'm going to put the lid shade on. And I'm going to use this greenish shade right under the blue. I'm going to take any flat brush because I really want to pack this shadow on. But I also want it to blend out really nicely with this blues. So this is like a bluish green shade, similar to the... Ooh. Similar to the glitter we're gonna put on. so it's gonna go perfectly. Okay, now I always feel like the two end shades should kind of go over the middle shade, so I'm gonna take up a little bit more of that blue and bring it into the green. It'll just blend a whole lot better. All right, so now to really pop this eyeshadow look, I'm gonna use the glitter. And the best thing in the world to apply any type of glitter, not just NYX glitter, is the NYX glitter primer. It's just like glue. It's super tacky. It holds glitters nicely. It's easy to apply glitters. It's honestly the best. I'm gonna do the rest of the skin, come back to the eyes, do some lashes under the eyes. This look is gonna look really scary until lashes and the bottom eyes is really smoked out. So I'll move on to skin. I'm gonna use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger. This is honestly my favorite concealer ever. Like, if you want your under eyes to look flawless and look smooth, this is the concealer. It makes you look really photoshopped. It's a lot of concealer here. And we're gonna cream contour with that Sephora Make No Mistake foundation stick in Walnut. And I'm gonna take that e.l.f. has no name, but it's just like a buffing foundation brush to buff in this contour. Setting the concealer with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm going to use this new bronzer that I got by Sephora. It's the Micro Smooth and Deep. And I'm going to use a stippling brush to apply. So I'm going to use the NYX Baked Brush in Solstice, which just looks like another bronzer. I'm going to use the same brush I use for my bronzer, which I always do. I'm going to pop on my lashes to finish off the eyes. This is Lily Lashes in Miami. Alright, so while that glue dries, let's finish off the eyes. I'm going to take this shade again that we used as our transitioning shade, and I'm going to use a Real Techniques base shadow brush. So now I'm going to take that reddish shade and put it a little bit closer to the lash line. And I'm going to bring it up here and kind of drag it in right here, so all the shades blend together. And in my waterline, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in Perversion. And now to blend out that black eyeliner, we're going to use that deep blue. We're going to push it literally on the lash line to blend out the black. I bought this Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Mermaid Fantasy. Alright, it's greener than I thought, but I still kind of like it. No, I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so glad I remember that highlighter. Alright, so I'm going to put mascara on my bottom lashes. And my top lashes. I forgot to do it on the top too. For highlighter, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Blush Gem. Like always. Okay, for lips, I don't want it to be too much because I really want the focus to be on the eyes. So I'm going to use MAC's Stripped Down Lip Pencil and just NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie. And to set the makeup, I'm going to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Morphe. Morphe is giving me life today. Morphe did everything right.